Hey everybody, Dustin Dale's back here once again. I'm at the Funny Bone Comic Club, 168th and Dodge. Fun fact about the comic this week, and he's actually the first comic I ever saw here years ago. So I've got a very special appreciation for this week's comic. Please welcome the comic of the week. How you doing,
Dustin,
man?
how are you, my friend?
I'm good, Greg. Now, it's not your first time in Omaha.
No, I've been here. I've been coming here for 20 years, man.
20 years.
Yeah, and I've seen this place grow. It's out of control, man.
Now, were you at the other one, the old one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, at the old original location, and yeah, we had some good times there, right?
Yeah, we sure did. We sure did.
I hope I'm not dating you.
No.
I don't mean like, dating you, like taking you out for...
Hey, that's a story for another day. That's a story for another day.
Well, that's how I like to roll, I like to butter you up a little bit,
No, hey.
Take you out,
If you want to treat me, I'm not going to say no.
All right, that's
I'm not
good.
going to say no. Now,
Awkward. Okay, good.
Now, one thing that I know you're a big fan of, and I walked in on a conversation, you guys chatting about this. You're a big Star Wars junkie, is that right?
I am, man. I am a huge Star Wars fan. I've seen it so many times on so many formats. Mm-hmm. I even have it on Betamax. I still have the Betamax tape of the Star Wars.
Oh, nice.
Join me, Luke. Join me on the dark side. I'll never join you. Hello, Master Luke. Yes, go ahead, young Skywalker. Join me and your father on the dark side of the Force. Do or do not. There is no try. So I was an only child. I did, stayed cooped up in my room for long periods of time.
I could not tell.
Are you a big Star Wars fan?
I am a big Star Wars fan. See, I agree with most people. The first, episodes 1, 2, and 3, not so much, but obviously the originals, 4, 5, 6. But then the new ones, I liked them, but I wasn't as blown away as I was the first time.
If you grew up with episode 3, 4, and 5, that's the original trilogy. Those are the best Star Wars. Now, if you grew up with the prequels, episode 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, and 6 are the best.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For sure, you can't beat it. So.
Now, there was a big casting announcement this week of the young Han Solo.
Yes.
Young Han
what did
Solo.
you think? Does he look like Han?
I think he does look like young Han Solo.
He does kind of look like a young Han Solo. I trust Disney. I think they're going to do a really good job with these things. And, Disney's always about story. When I first, before I even got into comedy, I was an animator, and that was one of my dreams, was to work for Disney. But it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It really is. So I ended up working for Hanna-Barbera. But hey, that's not so bad, really.
No.
I was working on the new Flintstones when they tried to bring it back into prime time. I worked on the Scooby and Scrappy Doo show. So I've worked on a lot of different animation things, and not just animation like drawing, but vocally and direction as well. So my first cartoon I worked on was Hello Kitty.
Not a lot of people know that. I didn't know that. That's for sure.
And I was the little dog in the cartoon, and his name was Grinder, and he would go, oh, yeah. What a fun character to do.
I can imagine. Do you have a favorite character you've ever voiced?
I would say that would be one of my favorites, like top ones. The favorite show that I worked on was Stunt Dogs, because I did 3 characters and I was directing the show at the same time. And one was a real heroic character, and his name... He had a voice like Dudley Do-Right. Yes, and then I had another guy, and he was more like an Eddie Murphy, and and then the other character, her name was Velda, and she was like Geraldine, Flip Wilson's character. Now I'm really going way back. I mean, a lot of people aren't going to remember, but she kind of sounded like a chainsaw. My man, I love you. Which is a lot. It was so much fun to do. And she was always chasing Crash, the Eddie Murphy type character.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Now, were you doing voice work before you got into doing voice work? Like, were you doing it on stage and then you just kind of like, oh, I can make the career out of this on TV? Or did you get the TV gig and then work that in your stand-up routine?
Well, it all kind of came together at the same time. I was into stand-up, and then this opportunity came along to do voiceovers.
Okay.
You know, my agent says, well, we got some animation in town. I said, well, send me out. I used to do it in college for student films. So I said, send me out, you know. And it's better than, you know, that way you get the voices that are inside your head out, which is a good, healthy thing, I think. And I got my first audition, which was Hello Kitty. So it was good.
Now, what was your first thought when you saw the words Hello Kitty? Knowing the reputation that it's Hello Kitty, did you think this is going to be great for a great manly career?
I was just so happy to be a part of a big project like that. I really was. I wasn't really thinking about rep, to be quite honest. But now that you make me think about it, well, yeah, maybe it's kind of given me pause a little bit, you know. So...
Well, make sure you check him out. It's Greg Morton. Now, one more thing I had to ask you about. You're building a little man cave, Star Wars cave, right?
Yes.
Oh, tell me, what's the best thing about it?
This cave is so cool. I took this. Do you guys have IKEA?
No, we don't. Not yet.
But there's one close by.
Yeah.
What, about 100 miles away?
I think Kansas City's close.
Kansas City. Anyway, there's this little end table, and it's a round affair, and I said, that looks like R2-D2. I put stickers on it and everything. Oh man, it looks so cool. My wife is what a great lady to let me, because we live in a 600 square foot place, and she's letting me have my own man cave. That's 1/3 of our place. You understand that, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I mean, that's just so cool. I tried to convince her to do the bedroom, but she won't let me do it. I want the Star Wars sheets, man.
You got to have the Star Wars sheets, otherwise your house is not complete. It's not complete.
Then I can yell out The Force Awakens every morning. No, I'm kidding. I'm teasing. So,
Greg Morton is his name. Get out here to the stand-up comedy club, the Funny Bone Comedy Club, right here in Omaha, Nebraska. 168th and Dodge. Got shows all weekend long. Greg, thank you so much for hanging out with me, man.
Dustin, what a pleasure. Thank you, sir.
And you, as I said, you were
by the way, I'm working on a new thing right now.
Yeah.
You know, all this thing, a hoopla about Donald Trump, and I came up with a Donald Trump song.
Oh, okay.
So you got to come out and see that. It's to Uptown Funk.
Oh.
Let me give you a little bit. Okay. This is the... hang on. I got a frog in my throat. This is the Donald, not Rosie O'Donnell. This is his real hair, and it don't care if it's cat hair. Hate speech, bait tweets, insults in every city. The RNC is on the phone. Better watch your tone. Not pretty. It's too hot. You know, and then it goes on, and it's so much fun, man. It's great.
Oh, I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see that this weekend. That is great. His name is Greg Morton. Get out here. Funny Bone Comedy Club, 168th Dodge. Check it out. You're never gonna forget this comic. I never forgot him. First one I ever saw here. Great. I'm glad he's back. Thanks, Greg.
Thank you, Dustin.
Make sure you follow him on social media as well.
Yes, but don't follow me personally. I don't like stalking. Greg Morton Comic on Twitter.
There you go. Check it out.
Instagram.
And we'll see you this weekend.
Not Facebook. I don't want any friends.